They could run in the kitchen. They can start filming people in the restaurant without their consent. They can start doing this weird thing where they start lighting the food at the table and building a whole production studio at the table to light. But a lot of people are going, hey man, this is like not cool. Whatever your job is, and I'm not trying to hate on the way people make a living, but if your job involves ruining people's experience and their night, and you're running around with your phone and you're acting like a monster, people have the right to say, hey, you know what we don't want in here? People who are acting like monsters. Is that okay? For a minute, consider that you're in an establishment with other people. Can you for a minute consider that there's other people in the grocery store where you're deciding to film your video? Can you for 1 second consider there's a man cheating on his wife at the table next to you? He just wants to have a quiet night with his 25-year-old secretary, and you're there reviewing the fucking risotto, and he's about to get fucked. His life's about to fall apart because you cannot keep your camera off people.
So, Tim Dillon has had it with influencer culture, and I absolutely get it. People have become out of control clout goblins, showing literally zero decency or empathy to people in public anymore. People are treated as means to an end and not as ends in themselves anymore, and it's very sad to watch people choose filming people for content over showing people empathy. Tim brought this up when discussing the recent incident at Central Park, where an influencer filmed a couple making out who it turned out were having an affair together. Take a look.
I would kill him.
Get a room.
But a lot of people are going, hey man, this is like not cool. Whatever you're doing, whatever your job is, and I'm not trying to hate on the way people make a living, but if your job involves ruining people's experience and their night, and you're running around with your phone and you're acting like a monster, people have the right to say, hey, you know what we don't want in here? People who are acting like monsters. Is that okay? Can you for a minute consider that you're in an establishment with other people? Can you for a minute consider that there's other people in the grocery store where you're deciding to film your video? Can you for 1 second consider there's a man cheating on his wife at the table next to you? And he's having sex with someone and he enjoys her more than his wife. He's not divorcing his wife because obviously he would get taken to the cleaners. He's in the wrong and he doesn't want to lose all of his money. He just wants to have a quiet night with his 25-year-old secretary, and you're there reviewing the fucking risotto, and he's about to get fucked. His life's about to fall apart because you cannot keep your camera off people. People's behavior in public right now is out of control. There's no way to justify it. It is a culture where everybody is behaving. Yeah, this was many years, this was a while ago. Or not that long ago, actually. Law partner caught canoodling with younger associate in Central Park could lose millions as lucrative offer reneged.
Tim is right about this. When did we all become the moral police? Whether I agree with this guy cheating or not, I don't believe he deserves to have his life turned upside down because of it. Frankly, it's none of my business, and I'm just glad they seem to be happy about it. And I do wonder, why are we focused so much on policing legal behavior when there is so much illegal behavior we are all looking the other way on? The President of the United States is a pedophile. Isn't that bigger fish to fry at the moment? We have become way too critical as a society of people's personal decisions when they have nothing to do with our own, and we don't seem to understand what true immoral behavior is. With the situation at Central Park, we should see the immoral behavior as the person who filmed a couple's private moment and posted it, despite their request for him not to. But instead, we tear apart the couple for having an affair. All these young people filming seem to have zero consideration for privacy or personal space, and just rely on their right to film in public. These constant influencers don't ever seem to ask themselves whether it's nice to film people without their consent, regardless of if they're technically allowed to. And I do wonder if a lot of these always filming influencers felt violated their whole lives by their own parents, that none of them respect anyone's boundaries now. Because when parents are nonstop filming their kids without consent, the kids learn that it's okay to not ask permission and to not respect people's rights to privacy. Basically, they aren't taught the moral or ethical reasons not to film people in public, and so now almost everyone has no problem filming strangers in public. Because of social media, we see people as a means to an end, rather than as ends in themselves. People are merely opportunities for fame and fortune, and all we have to do is film them to attain it. It's created an awful paradigm shift in society whereby people are no longer interacting for connection, they're interacting in ways that will cause the most chaos, and thus the most views and attention. Take a look.
You alright, sir? I'm sorry, I did not mean to sneeze on you. You good?
You fucking got shit all over my fucking neck.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to. I'm
You
sorry.
look like fucking cat piss.
Yeah.
You and your buddy, you think it's fucking funny?
What did I do?
Where's your buddy?
That's not my buddy.
Oh, yes it is. I just saw you guys assing around. I'm calling freaking security, dude.
Sir.
You need to leave the store.
Sir, but
now.
Sir!
I'm having you trespass out of here.
Hurry.
These young people often go to jail for these little public nuisances, but that doesn't slow them down, and no one seems to call them out publicly for their behavior. It's so obvious they just don't see customer service workers as people and thus don't care whatsoever how they affect them. The way they speak to them is a joke. Their tone of voice is a joke to mock them, and it's all so disgusting. We have created an entire culture where the only currency is attention, and the ways to get attention the quickest still involve behaving badly in public. So people are literally walking around going, how can I make this interaction rage-baiting content? How can I get this person to react angrily? How can I make this person assault me, etc.? Because they understand conflict publicly will translate into the most views. It's a very sad state of the world that there's a market for content where grown adults treat others like they're stupid and we pretend it isn't cringe. If your life is about bothering minimum wage employees, filming them without consent, and just causing chaos for them, why? What amount of views are worth knowing you're not good on the inside? A perfect example of how fucked we are with attention culture was a clip I saw of Shia LaBeouf trying to have a private and human conversation with someone who was filming him from inside their car. But instead of putting the camera down to talk to Shia, they kept filming and didn't even respond to him or acknowledge him verbally. This content creator literally treated someone like a zoo animal to film and then post his content later. Take a look.
Hello. Hi. How are you? Hey, you're scaring my dad. You're scaring my people. You hear me? You hear what I'm saying? God bless you. Leave me alone.
No one is suggesting this person come out of their car and interact with Shia, but you don't have to ignore him and just film him. I don't like him anymore because of all the violence against women stuff, but I do respect that he is human, and as such, we can treat him with minimum levels of respect and dignity. He was reaching out to this individual as a human being, telling them that they were frightening his dad, and the person's response is to not only keep filming him, but to say nothing while doing so, and not empathize with Shia at all. And then this person posts the video later to try to make Shia look like he's crazy for asking them to not film around his dad at that moment. Why isn't it considered baffling behavior to treat people inhumanely like this? Why have we normalized the cold and evil side of human interaction so that people requesting minimum levels of decency are seen as crazy or in the wrong? And this leads me to wonder if this is why we need Karens back. We all know a Karen can be racist, a Karen can be bigoted, a Karen can be stupid, but you know what they're not? Ineffective. If we hadn't shamed all Karens off the internet, people would still be respectful in public spaces. and public spaces wouldn't be exploited to such a degree for content. It's crazy we decided to hate Karens all because they demanded minimum standards in customer service, wanted to keep public spaces safe and free from noise intrusion, crime levels down, and businesses accountable. They brought balance to chaotic, everyday public spaces. They forced establishments to listen to their customers and made people have minimum etiquette in public spaces. They protected our neighborhoods from gang activities by calling the police on anyone they didn't recognize, and they kept us all safe from theft and break-ins by being permanently suspicious. We needed Karens to keep businesses honest, to prevent exploitation of customers, and we shamed them all away. Well, I vote we bring back the Karen to bring order back to public. There are no guardrails in place, no standards, no expectations to be met without Karens to enforce them. Why did we decide that holding shit down was a bad thing? Karens got noise pollution under control daily by handling disrespectful, annoying, loud kids and idiots with Bluetooth speakers. Karens kept property values up by creating bylaws and rules around cleanliness and order. They prevented crime and made businesses have standards of minimum respect and food quality. And fuck, we were stupid for bullying them off the internet. Why did we always side with the bullies and not the outlier Karen willing to say what we all were usually thinking? Bring back the Karen, right or wrong. Bring them back. They never play around with being filmed in public. They don't care that people are allowed to by law film. They demand respect, and don't we want that? Don't we want people afraid to film others for no reason in public? Karens ask questions and harass low-life losers like those First Amendment auditor guys who film outside businesses for no reason. And again, don't we want that? Why are we cool with strangers filming outside our homes and businesses and making customers, staff, and kids uncomfortable? It sounds like pussy shit to me to just allow yourself to be filmed for no good reason. And Karens don't stand for pussy shit. If they don't like it, you are going to find out, and while it will lead them into handcuffs most of the time, Karens don't give a fuck. Take a look.
So I figured it out.
What's up?
You guys are just a bunch of weirdos.
Oh, just like you. We're two of a kind, ma'am. We're both a bunch of weirdos. But enjoy whatever you do. Enjoy whatever you do, ma'am. You don't need to be sneaky, ma'am. I saw you from across the street doing it.
Really?
Yeah,
So,
that's good.
I just knew how to get you to do it. All I had to do was turn away slightly.
why are you recording?
Huh?
Why are you guys recording?
I don't know. I was just told to do it.
You get paid?
I can't disclose that information. I was just told to stand
You don't
in this.
video people unless they have their consent.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, can you explain to me more about that? Because I was just told to stand here and film people. I don't know if it's legal or not. I've got warranties, so I can't be having the cops called on me.
The trail. There are so many families on this trail. You are not supposed to be on here with motos. Get off the trail.
This ain't a motor.
Get off the trail.
Hey, no.
No, get off the trail.
This is a bicycle.
Get off the trail.
Have you heard of the term Karen? That is you.
What?
How can you not respect a Karen? Even when they're wrong, they commit to their position, and I am here for it. Do not make the mistake of thinking of the intention of the Karen. Think about what behavior the Karen is trying to prevent happening in public, and you will see they are almost always right. Karens were trying to protect children from being filmed in public, stop men from bothering women freely, hold businesses to minimum standards, and we blamed it all on racism and bigotry. Karens were focused on morality and standards of decency a lot of the time, and regardless of what the case may be, Karens are the only kind of public nuisance I want to hear about. I don't want to hear about private people making private choices that are none of my business. Should we encourage filming when it comes to corruption or evil behavior? Absolutely. But do we need to encourage it when it involves invading people's privacy who are just trying to exist? No. So why the fuck don't we slowly reintroduce Karens into the wild? We need them. Privacy needs them. Customer service needs them. The tip button needs them. Monopolies and conglomerates need to hear the wrath of the Karen once more if we want public spaces back. And I know I do. What do you think? Is Tim Dillon right about influencers ruining everything by filming in public? And do you think Karens could bring back some order to public spaces? Let me know, and thank you so much for watching.